So shall we start? Today we're going to finish Unit 2, and this unit was about traveling, right? It was about packing and flying somewhere. So today is the last lesson. We're going to sum up everything which we discussed. And we're going to start with some reading, and we're going to speak about holidays. So let me show you. Actually, you can go to Mira if it's more comfortable. Look at number 1. And we're going to discuss your last holidays. When was your last holidays? And where did you go? Okay. So what about you? When was your last holidays?
А holiday — это праздники?
No, it's like vacation. Like
Отпуск.
over. Yeah.
I don't have vacation.
Really?
No, but I in August I was going. Нет, I went to the Turkey.
To Turkey. Wow.
Okay, for 1 week. But I was working for 5 days from 1 week.
Oh my God. Okay. So did you
Как это? Однажды забыла.
once
Once I лежала. Забыла
on the
предложение.
beach, you mean, yeah?
On the этот swimming pool.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, you can say I spent some time, or yeah, I laid near.
I laid near swimming pool, and I think I off my phone. Выключил мой телефон.
Yeah, I turned off.
Turned off my phone, but after 15 minutes, my husband said me, Dasha, look at your phone. Тебя ищут. Тебя нашли через меня.
Oh my God. Okay. You have quite a busy work. Yeah. All right.
It's very bad for me. And now I выгорела вообще тотально.
Yeah. I burnt out. Yeah.
Burned out.
Burnt out. I burnt out. Yes. Yeah. So a professional burnout. Yeah. It's a noun. It's a burnout. Yeah. It's terrible. Terrible. Yeah. Do you have any ideas what to do with that?
Только уволиться я хочу, но мне никто не дает.
Oh. All right. Do you like your job in general?
In general, yes, of course. But now I don't like any. Мне ничего не нравится.
Anything. I don't like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well,
Because in January, just one please. In January, I have a vacation too, and I working in vacation too. But in my company, January is very свободный, free month. But in this year, for me, этого не случилось, короче говоря.
That didn't happen. Have you tried to discuss that with your boss?
Yes, I discussed with my boss, and he said me, you need 3 vacation in the year, but it's impossible. With my with my No, work routine maybe.
Yes, schedule.
With communication with the colleagues.
Yeah, you
It's
can use the word
possible.
schedule, расписание, yeah, with my schedule, or schedule, both variants are correct. Okay. Well, Natasha, what about you? When was your last holiday?
Mm. I don't think that I should tell you about it. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Excuse me, I'm a little bit ill still.
It's difficult for you to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was listening Dasha now, and I'm so sorry that you have no free time. It's really tight. It's really hard, and I'm sure you're tired. But I have a question. What is your job? What is your profession?
Mm,
If you want to tell me, if not, it's
it's maybe CEO of marketing. Yes,
Mhm.
marketing CEO, директор по маркетингу in video
Production.
production, да, наверное, video production, да.
Mm-hmm.
We create many humor show with many artists. In this year we забыла, как создали, но не create, а по-другому, наверное.
Why not created?
No, create, да? Created.
Yeah.
We created 120 shows and more 600 выпусков.
Episodes.
Episodes, yeah. Sometimes we realized 30 episodes in week.
Released. Yeah, released.
Released.
Oh my God, really? 30 episodes?
Yeah, and my task, моя задача, promotion every episodes. Как найти аудиторию, короче.
To look for the audience. Yeah.
Look for the audience. And I work with 30 colleagues. У меня 30 сотрудников, но все равно, короче, не получается отключиться, потому что они всегда выходят. Это бесконечный процесс.
В смысле, уходят?
Нет, всегда выходят выпуски.
Выпуски выходят.
Они еще такие, вот завтра у нас вот это вот, видите, быстро расскажу по-русски, вот это вот баскетбольная медиалига, это огромный проект, о котором мне сообщили за день до релиза, а там огромные обязательства по показателям, и нужно их обеспечить. А это помимо, то есть 30 выпусков, еще встает 3 на неделе. И если бы я уехала в отпуск, ну, то есть я бы не смогла опять сказать, ну, разбирайтесь сами. Вот, если коротко.
Oh my God, but still, it's terrible.
You are so important in your company.
Maybe, yes.
Yes, looks good. For job. Looks good for job. Yes. Yeah.
But I don't happy.
Yeah. And that's the main thing, I guess. To be happy and to feel okay and to have some time for us. It's normal.
Yes.
Okay.
But at last, at Saturday, I goes to the Tomsk for 1 week.
Oh, great. But are you going to work there?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Well, anyway, let's maybe visualize our future holidays and think about some time for us. And let's discuss what kind of holiday personality are you? Okay, so when you go on holiday, and we have the quiz here, you have 2 variants for each question, all right? And I'd like you to choose what do you like more, okay? So when you go on holiday, do you usually stay in your own country or go abroad? What about you, Dash?
Um, go abroad.
All right.
О,
Natasha,
new, как это, впечатление?
yeah, impressions. New.
Yeah, for new impressions.
Natasha, what about you?
Yeah, so we'd prefer to go abroad too. And on this week we are going to Turkey.
Fantastic.
I
From
would-
one sea to the other sea. Are you going to the
Yeah,
Mediterranean
it's
Sea?
only for 3 days because we have a пересадка. We will change our plane. So we
Yeah.
decided to stay in Turkey for a few days because we need to do shopping. So I have some shopping list. I need to find a place where can I buy Skechers for my daughter, Skechers for my son, and I need to write you about this, Julia. Maybe you know.
Oh yes, yes. I can recommend you a couple of places.
Oh, I would be
You're
so
you're going to Antalya, yeah?
Huh?
You're going to Antalya.
I'm going to Istanbul.
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 Yeah,
Maybe then
Istanbul.
I won't help you because I was in Antalya. But normally, you know, in Turkey, you need just to look for a big mall and you will find all the shops there. Yeah, all mass market shops are there in almost every mall. Yeah.
It's
So,
good.
yeah.
My daughter, you know, she's so выросла. She's so grown up.
She had
It becomes more bigger. I don't know how to tell.
yeah. Well, Turkey is perfect for shopping, I think.
Okay, it's good. Good news.
Yeah, but quite expensive though, you know, not very cheap, but you can find everything, I think. Oh, I mean, in terms of these global brands.
You think in Russia now it's cheaper?
I'm not sure. Well,
Yeah,
first of all,
Russia, everything very expensive.
well,
No.
it's cheaper than in Armenia, I'm sure. In
And
Russia,
it's more cheaper than in Georgia, I'm sure. Oh my God.
yes, but I'm not sure about Turkey because, well, you know, there is huge inflation there. That's why everything which is connected to prices is quite difficult because prices double almost every month. And it's very, difficult to say. It used to be cheap, but now the rate, between, for example, ruble and lira is quite low. So it's about 3.5 rubles for 1 lira, which is great. Yeah, which is great if you receive money in rubles. Well, yeah, usually for dollar, it's kind of the same all the time, so it changes. It depends. Yeah, but still, all of the brands are available, and I think that they are cheaper than in Armenia. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it's a good news.
Yeah, it's very expensive here.
I know, but in Georgia it's more expensive.
Really?
Yeah. Milk costs, bottle of milk costs about 2000 to 200 рублей, короче.
Yeah, 200 rubles.
Yeah, and десяток яиц также, ну как бы не дешево.
Right. Speaking about food, yes, but as far as I know, a lot of people go from Armenia to Georgia for clothes shopping.
Well, I don't know. I was in a big city and my God, how much do you want for this? And we couldn't buy anything. Maybe they knew some places, you know, like markets, not malls like we used to be previously.
Yeah, we got used to.
We got used. О, надо записать это.
To get used to. I will write in the chat. To get used to something. Привыкать к чему-то.
Used to something. Yeah. Oh. What were we talking about?
Yeah. We got used to some malls, right?
Yeah, and maybe people go into Trabzon and going for some markets. Ну, вот как рынки у нас раньше были китайские какие-то. Может, там дешевле, я не знаю.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I think we need to go to Europe for shopping because, well, I have a student. She now is in Kazakhstan, and she goes for shopping to Italy because it's
Really?
cheaper there than in Almaty, for example.
А что, нам еще дают визы в Европу?
Well, she had a visa. She had a long.
She had a visa. It's good for her, but I don't have a visa.
Yeah, right. Now I have some friends who live in Germany, and they also say that, for example, H&M is cheaper, much cheaper in Germany than in Turkey. Yeah, and all these brands, yeah, they're cheap. Yeah, okay. So the next one, when you go on holiday, do you usually stay in a resort with other tourists, or do you stay in a place near local people? What do you prefer? Dash, what about you?
Maybe stay in a resort with the other tourists. But more interesting is stay in a place near local people, of course. But if I not very tired, because if I very tired, I won't stay in a hotel or resort.
Yeah, Natasha, and you?
Oh, well, it depends on situation. If I have a small holiday, I will stay in resort. But if I have enough time, maybe I will choose to be with local people, to have to traveling around the country. If I have once, for example, in one country, then I will do it.
Okay. So, do you usually eat food you normally eat, or eat some local food?
I usually eat the local food.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer local food too. It's interesting. It's one of the most important part of our traveling for me and my husband. We are eating tourists, you know.
So you have gastronomy tours, yeah.
Yeah, we like gastronomy tours, yeah.
Okay. All right. And do you prefer to speak your own language or to speak the country's language?
I speak on English. Speak in English, then.
Oh.
But my husband try to speak the country's language in every country.
Wow.
But he don't speak in English.
He doesn't speak English.
He doesn't speak in English, but in Thailand, Kapunka, in Turkey, in Kazakhstan, he tried to speak a country's language.
Oh, great! So he learns it, yeah, a bit.
Yeah, learned phrases, and every time she speak only these phrases with the жителями.
Local people. Yeah.
Local people.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it has the same situation. My husband, he's better in languages than me. It's more easy for him to learn a new language. So he always try to tell local people hi, bye, thanks on their own language. But he can speak English too, so we have some смесь.
Yeah.
Mix from different languages, and sometimes it's helped. Sometimes no.
Right. Okay, so you can count if you have more A's, then you don't like holiday adventures, and if you have more B's, you do like holiday adventures. So let's see. You prefer to go abroad, yeah, you prefer to eat local food mostly, and well, I think you're somewhere in between, yeah.
Язык жестов.
Yeah, body language or gestures, right? Let's discuss some of the things which I noticed, okay? First of all, ladies, remember that with words like next this or last with time, yeah? For example, last week, this week. We don't need any preposition and any article, yeah? For example, I traveled abroad last week. Yeah, no preposition needed. The same with this week. For example, I'm very busy this week. No preposition.
Я стараюсь, но мне все равно хочется всегда вставить.
Right, because in Russian we have the preposition на этой неделе, на прошлой неделе. Yeah, it's unusual for us, I understand. But okay. Yeah. Sorry, my neighbors are doing some repairments, renovation. Yeah. Okay, the phrase to be good at something. For example, my husband is good at languages. Or Natasha, you said my husband is better at languages. Yeah? To be good at, the preposition is always at. All right. And pay attention, we don't need any preposition with language. Yeah, so we can say just speak English, speak Spanish, Italian, and so on. No preposition needed. We don't use the preposition. All right, good job. Well, before we're going to read the article, not actually the article, the forum, let's look at some of the vocabulary here. Some of the words you are already familiar with, you already know them. We need to match the words with their definitions. All right. Okay, so what is a flight?
A journey by aeroplane.
Yeah, absolutely right. To unpack.
Take things out of a suitcase or bag.
Great. What about swap? To
Swap. I don't know.
Oh,
Сейчас мы методом исключения посмотрим.
I think it's B, an exchange when someone gives something and gets another thing.
So you probably, now even in Russian we say swap. Yeah, let's have a swap. So to swap means to exchange, обменяться. Yeah, you can swap your roles. Yeah, let's swap now. So first we have a dialogue and then let's swap. Давай поменяемся. Yeah, you are A, I am B, and vice versa. And as a noun, you probably know it. It's like to give away some things, yeah, which you don't need anymore. Yeah, and you go to this place where a lot of people come and bring their things, and you can take something and you can also give your things. Okay. What about sightseeing?
Может быть, visiting places of interest while on holiday.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember the collocations. Yeah, we go sightseeing, like we visit museums, art galleries, monuments, some famous buildings.
Достопримечательности.
Yeah, осматривать. Вот это в целом вся конструкция осматривать достопримечательности. Or we can use it with do. Do the sightseeing. Yeah. I would say that go is more often. Вот go sightseeing больше, ну как чаще слышно, чем do. Okay, and what about a campsite?
A place where people on holiday can put a tent.
Yeah, put a tent. It's a good expression. Okay. Well, ladies, now we're going to read a forum. Okay.
Подождите, пожалуйста, что такое put a tent?
Natashka, can you explain?
Поставить палатку, я думаю.
Поставить, yeah. Поставить палатку.
Все. Thank
you. All right. We have a forum, and there is one problem which Nadia has. Okay, let's look at this. Maybe not a problem, a task which she has. Natasha, can you please read it?
My family and I want to go on a really fun holiday for 2 weeks. but it also needs to be very cheap. Any ideas, anyone? It's an
Yeah,
interesting topic. Yeah.
right. It is interesting. And now we're going to read this forum, okay? So, Dasha, let's look what Juan recommends.
Mhm. Hi, Nadia. We do a lot of home swap holidays. They are fantastic. You live in someone else's home during your holiday and they stay in yours. You only pay for your flights so you can travel to lots of places. Actually, a man called Daniel Prince,
Prince. Mhm.
and his family have traveled non-stop around the world for over 3 years using home swap stays.
Let's stop here. Let's discuss. Do you understand
Couch surfing, да?
couch surfing? Couch surfing, I think, is a bit different because, well, couch surfing, for example, I want to be a couch surfer, yeah, and I just have some options, but I don't need to give my house for
Mhm.
rent, yeah. I can just use somebody else's house, right? Actually, not even the house. Usually, it's just a bed or a sofa, yeah. So you can live with the host of this
Mhm.
place. But home swap holidays is a bit different.
Mhm.
So you need to agree with some people from another place that you simultaneously travel to each other houses, right?
It's a film Vacation for Swap.
Right. Yes. Cameron Diaz. Yeah.
Cameron Diaz, yes.
Yeah. Cameron Diaz and yeah. Right. Exactly. It's a Christmas movie, right?
It's a very good movie.
Yeah. It's a good one, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Natasha, let's look what Nadia answers.
That sounds amazing, but what's it like having strangers in your home? But what's like having strangers in your home? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
questions.
Yeah. And let's look at one.
It was strange the first time, but now we find it normal. You should trust your visitors. Your visitors often offer you their home in return, so they are trusting you too.
Okay, let's discuss this word. Yeah, to trust. What does it mean?
Доверять.
Yeah, you need to trust. Yeah, there is a good word, trustworthy. For example, this man is trustworthy. Worth стоить, да, то есть он достоин доверия, ему можно доверять. This man is trustworthy, or this source is trustworthy. Okay, and what about in return? They offer you their home in return.
В ответ.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, Dash, let's look at Kiva.
I agree with Juan. My family and I have had 5 great holidays in other people's homes. We stayed in Europe and Asia.
Asia.
We had one bad experience, but the rest were great. I remember the first time we did it. My family and I were standing outside the front door of an apartment in Barcelona. That morning, our car broke down and on the motorway. So we were tired and stressed. We were nervous too. We saw lots of photos of the apartment before we left, but sometimes photos lie. Then my little boy lost his favorite toy and he started screaming. I went back to the car to look for it and unpacked all our bags. So my little boy was crying and all our things were all over the pavement. And suddenly a woman answered the door. She looks really nervous too. And then we all started laughing. It was a nice way to start.
All right. So let's discuss some of the words here. Yeah. You probably don't know the word pavement, do you?
Мгм.
So
Мгм.
imagine the road or the street, yeah? So
Мгм.
the road is usually for the cars, right? But pavements are for the people.
Тротуар?
Yeah.
Мгм.
Exactly. So all the things were there, yeah, on the pavement, and yeah, they were. Do we need to translate anything else here?
Maybe yes.
Mhm.
Мгм.
Oh,
М. М.
What
Я не
about?
поняла, почему они начали смеяться в конце концов.
Okay, yeah, let's discuss. What about
Или, ну, кричать.
Well, I think because a lot of things happened. Yeah.
Мгм.
Uh,
Нервный, да, смех уже?
well, yeah, I think so. So
Мгм.
imagine the situation. Yeah, very stressful situation.
Мгм.
They were standing outside, yeah, of the apartment, and the car broke down. They were nervous, and
Мгм.
the kids started to scream. Yeah, and all the things now on the pavement, and the woman did not answer the door quickly. Yeah, it was.
Мгм.
Yeah, it took some time for her to answer, and then yeah, all this stress released.
Мгм. Мгм.
Natasha, let's continue.
За Надю, да, читать вот там сверху?
Yeah,
на
yeah,
другую
yeah.
сторону? That sounds like a stressful start to your holiday, Kira. I hope the rest of it was fun. What was the bad experience? Oh, it was last year. It was a bit of night,
A nightmare. Do you know this
night,
word?
no, night, ночной.
Nightmare. It's a, usually it is literally it's a very bad dream. So when you wake up, like it
Ночной
was
кошмар.
Kashmar. Yeah.
Мгм.
So it is used in this meaning, yeah, when we sleep and dream, or as in Russian, we use it for some stressful situation or awful situation.
Мгм.
Mhm. We were staying in a family's home in Madrid, and we were up one morning, and there was water everywhere. It was coming through the ceiling, and I tried to sort the problem out, but I couldn't. And my husband called the host family. He doesn't speak Spanish, and they only speak a little English, so they didn't understand. He kept shouting, "This is lots of water here." I was really worried. We didn't have a phone number for a plumber in, plumber in Spain either. Eventually, a neighbor came around. He he found the source of the problem and stopped the water. He called the plumber and also called the family and explained everything. He helped us clean everything up. It was fine after that. He invited us round for dinner with his family, and we spent a lot of the holiday with them. We're still friends to this today, so there was an episode. There
Upside.
was
Кстати.
an
Мгм.
Let's
upside.
discuss this story. Okay. So they were in Spain, right?
Мгм.
And they woke up and there was water everywhere. It was coming through the ceiling. What does the ceiling mean?
Потолок.
Yeah, the opposite of the floor, right? Uh-huh. There is a good expression to sort the problem out. To sort out. It's an informal expression, phrasal verb, to solve the problem. Yeah. I tried to solve the problem.
Решить.
Решить проблему. Yeah. Или вот неформальный способ фразовый глагол sort something out. Yeah.
Мгм.
We need to sort that out. Yeah. Okay. What about host family?
They didn't speak English, Spanish, and a little bit English, so they couldn't understand what is the problem about.
Right. Let's discuss what host is. Host family.
Host family.
Принимающая семья.
Раньше
Ага, хозяин. Yeah. Host
Yeah.
is, yeah. Хозяин. Hostess. Хозяйка. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Right. So he kept shouting. What does it mean?
начала кричать.
Yeah, он все продолжал кричать, да? Kept shouting, продолжай кричать, right? Yeah, right. What about lama? Pay attention, B is not pronounced. Вот здесь Б не произносится. Lama.
Сантехник.
Ага, yeah, right. Это lama.
Что это?
Сантехник.
Сантехник, yeah, это lama.
Yeah.
Okay. And who helped to sort out this problem eventually?
Neighbor.
Yes, neighbor.
А что такое eventually?
Мгм. Eventually means at last. Ну,
В конце концов?
да, да, наконец, в конце концов, в итоге. Мгм. Eventually. Right, right. So there was an upside. What does it mean?
Уже.
We are
Нет.
still friends, yeah, with this neighbor. So there was.
Эпизод, что ли?
А?
Эпизод? Эпизод, нет?
Мы до сих пор друзья сегодня, ну, поэтому было... There was an upside. Ну, что-то хорошее, да? Ну, то есть в итоге все равно в этом было что-то хорошее. Как
Все к
не по
лучшему.
преимуществу, ну, не то чтобы
Мгм.
преимущество даже. Okay, let's look together at a better translation.
А дословно как получается upside перевести? Вот я не очень поняла.
Yeah, let's look.
С
Let's...
другой стороны,
сторона.
типа? Или как?
Да, то есть, как что мы говорим? Не верхняя сторона. Здесь upside down в основном. Имеется в виду, что, ну, все равно что-то в этом хорошее было. По-русски мы говорим «нет худа без добра», да? То есть вот
Всё
upside,
к лучшему.
ну, типа не преимущество. Okay, let's look. I can't think about Russian word which would suit here. Positive side, yeah, like a positive side. So there was a positive side of this story.
Mm.
Let's look at more examples. Maybe you can help me with the Russian word. I can't think. The positive part of situation. Yeah. The upside of the whole thing is that we got a free trip to Jamaica. Ну да, ну, в общем, положительная сторона, да? Наверное, так. And the opposite is downside.
Мгм.
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult to find the exact word, yeah, in Russian.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Dasha, let's go on.
Oh, that sounds terrible, but do you still recommend it home swap holidays? Oh, yes, definitely. Да, definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely. Usually on holiday, you stay in a hostel, campsite, or hotel, and you go sightseeing with your guidebook. You spend most of the time with other tourists and you speak out your own language. But when you live in someone else's home, you live in their culture. You go to their supermarkets, you go to the same restaurants, your neighbors are local people, not other tourists. You see how people really live in that country. I strongly recommend it. Okay, Kara, thanks. I think we'll try it. And Nadia, don't forget, it's free.
Yeah, right. Speaking about this word, definitely. Yes, definitely.
I don't know.
Мгм.
Разумеется.
Определенно.
Определенно. Да, точно. Мгм.
Мгм.
Да, 100%. Yeah,
Мгм.
I recommend it. Mhm. Okay, and I think the rest is clear. Just one more thing about pronunciation here. Your own language. Normally, we don't say r in the word your, right?
Yo.
Uh-huh.
Yo.
But here, when we have this vowel, yeah, after r, we link everything together and we start to say your own, your
Ah,
own,
your own.
your
Mhm,
own. Speak your own language. Your
mhm,
own. Yeah. Normally we don't say r. Yeah, but if we have a vowel, glass,
mhm,
yeah, after
mhm.
that we say r. Okay. Ladies, would you like to try home swap holidays?
Mm, I'm rent my flat.
So you already done.
Да. I think my как это хозяева? Забыла уже.
Host.
Host people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Host family.
Mhm.
No, not try it. Don't won't try it.
Yeah, yeah, they won't agree.
Mhm.
Okay. Natasha, what about you?
Well, I don't have any home now, so I can't change with other people. I have the same problem. The same.
Right. But okay, in case you had, okay, let's
No, I wouldn't do it. I don't understand how could I do it because I have some, I don't know, some private things, my own. I don't want that some people came to my home and I don't know. I don't understand how could it be if I was younger and I don't have any child. Maybe I can try it, but not now.
Mhm, mhm. All right. Dasha, what about you?
Yeah,
You
I
first.
think I tried.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
Я доверяю людям.
Mhm. Do you remember this
Что-то
word?
это было, да. I trust to people.
Just people. I trust people.
I trust people. Мгм.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. Interesting. Well, ladies. Okay, we're going to move on and we're going to have some review of everything which we learned in Unit 2. Okay, let's start with some grammar exercises. And we normally discussed past tenses here, right? Past simple and past continuous. So let's
Mhm.
revise them. In exercise 1A, we need to complete the sentences with just past simple, all right? And
Mhm.
one of the verbs.
Мгм.
Okay, Natasha, can you please take the first one?
Uh-huh. We didn't spend a lot of money because everything was very cheap.
Yeah, did not spend, right? Dasha?
Didn't spend. Мгм. She. Мгм. Мгм.
Speaking about directions,
Направление.
so when,
Маршрут, да, наверное, да?
right, you don't
Ну,
know.
наверное, she asked
Mhm.
the bus driver for directions.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Natasha or I?
Yeah, Natasha.
Mhm.
I need to change my ticket before I got on the train.
Can you repeat, please, Natasha?
I need to change my tickets before I got on the train. Got on the train, я что-то не понимаю, это же прошлое.
Right. So we need past simple here. I needed.
Needed to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. Okay.
Как бы мне нужно было поменять билеты, да,
Yes,
прежде
yes,
чем
yes.
сесть на поезд.
Right. Okay, Dasha, can you go on?
Мгм. Мгм. Maybe I didn't take the bus home because I didn't have any money.
Yay. Right.
Didn't take, то есть я не смогла поехать, взять, как это?
Я не смогла поехать на автобусе. Yeah. Right. So remember.
Take the bus.
Yeah, take the bus, or one more, yeah, with to catch. Yeah, catch normally has the meaning успеть. Yeah, catch the bus, catch the train.
Мгм.
Take, ну это просто, да, поехать. Take the bus means to go by bus.
М.
Go
То
by.
есть go можно сказать, да?
Yeah, sure. For example, I could not or I did not go by bus. Yeah,
Мгм.
home. I didn't go home by bus because I didn't have any money. Yeah, it's the same. Same. Right. One more verb which we need, which we use with transport. For example, get a taxi. Right.
Мгм.
Yeah.
Get. Мгм.
Okay. Natasha.
Шестой, пятое, да?
Number 5. Huh?
И where это неправильный глагол.
Mhm.
Wore, he
Mhm.
wore his new shirt to the party.
Okay, I will type it in case you forgot. Whoa.
Мгм.
Мгм.
All right.
Мгм. М. Did you met any interesting people on holiday?
Yeah, right. We need the verb meet. Let's think about the form. Did you
Не met?
met is the past form, and we need the infinitive here. Right? Did уже показывает, что
Meet, значит meet. Мгм.
да.
Мгм.
Когда у нас есть did, да, это
Мгм.
уже
Да,
показать.
точно.
Simple. Yeah,
Мгм.
Наташа.
Остается только learn.
Мгм.
Learn. I learned how to surf when I lived in Cornwall. Surf это что, как бы...
Заниматься серфингом. Серфингом.
Мгм.
Yeah.
Понятно.
And now we need to choose between past simple or past continuous. Да, конечно.
Мгм. I had a terrible journey. I was walking to the train station and it started raining.
Yeah. I was in this process. Yeah, I was
Мгм.
right. So, okay, Natasha.
And then the train was 20 minutes late. When it came, I was finding a seat by the window.
Let's
It
think
came.
about this concept, find. Yeah, there are two very
I
simple.
was finding a seat by... Я искала место у окна, да?
Вот смотрите, find это уже найти, да?
М.
Искать look for, да? Что-то искать. For example, I'm looking for a key, да? Ищу ключ. А вот результат этого моего искания, да, будет
Я нашла место у окна.
find, да. Сейчас, секунду.
Давайте.
Ладно, в общем, вы поняли, стрелочку тут сейчас я нарисую. Find – это как бы последствие, да? Look for – процесс, искать чего-то. Find – уже найти. Поэтому
Ага.
тут даже сама идея, слово find вообще в continuous, ну, как-то невозможно.
Поняла.
Yeah, I found. Мгм.
М.
I found a seat by the window. Дальше?
Oh, Даша.
Мгм. Some girls were playing music on their phones, but it was great music, so that was okay.
Yeah, the process. Right. Dash, can you take one more?
Мгм. I was reading my book when the train arrived at the next station.
Yeah. The train arrived, I was reading. Right, Natasha, let's go on.
The people got on and the man sat down next to me. Started talking loudly on his phone. He was telling someone about his new car, his job, everything.
Yeah, right. So he was telling it was a process. Yeah.
Mhm.
He was still talking when the train. uh, Так, still talking.
Он
Мгм.
все еще говорил. Yeah.
Все еще, ага. When the train got into the station.
Yes, right.
Мгм.
Absolutely. Good job. In terms of vocabulary, we discussed the words which we need when we travel, right? Let's look at these exercise 2A. So we discussed suntan lotion, map, backpack, foreign currency. Do you remember what it is?
Иностранная валюта.
Guidebook, sunglasses, passport, suitcase, right?
Мгм.
Okay, and let's match them. So you wear or use these two things when it is sunny.
Мгм.
What do you need? when it is-
Sunglasses.
And
М. Suntan lotion.
yeah, suntan lotion, right? Okay, so this is money from another country.
Foreign currency.
Pay attention. We stress the first syllable. Foreign, foreign,
Foreign. Мгм.
foreign. Mhm. It's a strange word. There are a lot of letters, but the pronunciation is just five sounds. Foreign. Foreign. Очень много
Мгм.
букв, да, а произносим всего 5 звуков. Foreign.
Мгм.
Foreign.
Foreign.
Yeah. Natasha, these two things give you idea of where to go. What are these two?
Give you idea of where to go. A map and guidebook.
Right. Okay, you usually need this to travel internationally, but in Russia, you need just this document all the time.
Passport.
Passport, right? And you
Do
pack
you need in
clothes.
Russia all the time?
Because in some countries they don't have passports. For example, in the UK, so they need the passport only when they travel abroad. Yeah,
Oh.
and inside the country they use ID cards.
Oh.
Have you heard about it? And there are some countries where they don't have passports inside the country; they just have ID cards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I ask because I never take my passport with me when I was in Russia.
Well,
Only need to go, in some, забыла, как называется, какие-то инстанции, тогда да.
yeah, and at some establishments, учреждения, yeah.
But when you want, сейчас скажу, buy the wine.
Right.
Oh no, I don't have problems like this. I don't look like I'm 80.
But look, when you need to travel inside Russia, you still need your passport, right?
Yeah.
When you buy, for example, a railway ticket, or when you buy a bus, a couch ticket, right?
Мгм.
You still
Yeah.
need your passport. Yeah.
Окей. Уговорил черт языкастый.
Sometimes policemen can stop you
По-английски.
and ask for your passport. Yeah, it can happen. All right, and the main idea is that, yeah, in some countries they just don't have such document. Yeah, they have an ID card. That's it.
Мгм.
All right, and where do you pack your clothes when you go away?
In the backpack and suitcase.
Right, you okay. And we also had some phrasal verbs, right? And let's complete the sentences with these phrasal verbs. Okay, Natasha, can you take the first one?
We hope to
The world.
travel around the world next year.
Right, yeah. We can travel around some country, yeah, travel around the city, or the world. Okay,
Мгм.
Dasha.
You need to get a visa if you want to visit China.
Right.
You will have time to do
Mhm.
some sightseeing later.
Right. Mhm.
You need to. Mhm.
In
Mhm.
Frankfurt for.
Change trains in Frankfurt for Berlin.
Yes.
Berlin.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Mhm.
We want to go away for the weekend later this month.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Go away for the weekend.
We set off for Scotland at 7 tomorrow.
Right. Dash, can you explain the meaning? What does it mean? To set off.
Приземлитесь? Нет?
Ага.
Прибыли?
It's
Наоборот. F. Off.
Выезжаем?
Выехали.
yes. To start
Правильно.
the journey. Yeah.
Отправились.
Right. Right. Okay, Natasha, and the last one.
We need to check out of our hotel before 10 a.m.
Right. Okay, ladies, are you tired? Would you like to stop, or do you want to take one more thing?
I'm not tired.
No, okay, Natasha is not. Dasha, what about
I can
we
Yes,
can?
I'm not tired.
Okay, that's great to hear that. Okay, we're going to discuss the word off today. And normally there are three meanings of this particle. It's a particle, okay? We always use it in several contexts, and usually we use it with some phrasal verbs. Let's look at all these meanings. We have three examples, and we need to match these three examples with their meanings, with actually these pictures. These pictures show the concept, okay?
Mhm.
Let's look at the first three examples. I think it will be more clear for you, okay? Dash, can you read all these three examples?
Okay, I'm off. My train leaves in 10 minutes. The traffic lights turned green and they drove off. The plane took off half an hour early.
So look, all of these sentences, in all of these sentences, this particle off mean the same, right? So I am off, yeah, to drive off or take off. So what is the meaning here? How would you translate it? I am off.
Я
Okay.
все.
Ага. Я поехал. Да, все, я выхожу, я уезжаю. Yeah.
Выехать, да, получается.
Yeah, the plane took off. Да, он как бы стартанул, отправился. Что делает? Взлетел. Да. They drove off. Да, они тоже поехали. The traffic lights turned green and they drove. Which picture do you think reflects the meaning here?
Maybe C?
Yeah, so to start, yeah, go somewhere. Right, it is C. Okay, let's look at some more examples. Natasha, can you read them?
The airline was 20% off tickets to New York. He fell off the chair and turned his back. Can you cut off a piece of that cheese for me? Why don't you take off your coat? It's not cold here. The airlines was 20%.
So what does it mean? The airline has 20% off tickets.
Продали? 20%?
Мне кажется, скидка какая-то, то есть минус 20%, да?
Yes, right. So there was the price, and they cut it, yeah? Отрезали как будто, да? Off. He fell off the chair. So he was like one unit with the chair, and then he fell off, yeah? Cut off a piece of cheese. Yeah, so the cheese was like one.
Cut off, я понимаю, это отрезать. Cut off это отрезать. А почему бы тебе не оставить твое пальто, да, судя по контексту следующему? Take off взять?
No, that's the opposite of put on. You put on.
Повесить?
Take off. Снять. Снимать одежду, снимать обувь, например. Глобально здесь значение отделения, да, вот мы были чем-то целым и отделили, да, вот цена была такая, 20% off, да, сняли, как бы отрезали. Вот видите, тут картинка хорошая, на самом деле, вот это значение этого фразового глагола.
А вот he fell off, извини, пожалуйста, я не поняла. The chair.
Он упал со стула, да, то есть вот они были чем-то одним со стула, ну, грубо говоря, да, и вот он с него свалился. Да. Take off the clothes, это просто нужно тоже запомнить, да. Put on the clothes and take off.
Как больше не получается. Такой какой-то.
Ой, put on, sorry. Put on the coat. Take off the coat. Yeah. Like that. All right, and the third one. Dash, can you read, please?
I tried to call him, but his phone was off. I was tired, so I turned off the TV and went to bed. Ну, выключить, да.
No electricity. Yeah.
Ага.
The
Как
meaning.
вот мы сегодня говорили про телефон.
Yeah. Turn off, switch off, or just to be off. Yeah, my telephone is off. Отключен. No electricity. Yeah, doesn't work. I'm not available. Okay. We're going to work with these phrasal verbs more during our next lesson. All right. And you will practice at home as well. And congratulations, we're almost done with Unit 2. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to discuss money in the next unit. We'll see. Yeah. Thank you, ladies, for joining, and see you on Thursday. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
still have one more lesson, right? Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Yeah.